It is time to go for some repairs. The car got some issues with the brakes. It's weird in that we noticed when we took it back onto the street after sitting for 6 months that the brakes were really soft and they kind of have that, they have not quite the screechy sound that we had with our SC430, but kind of a pump to it. So we'll see if it's a light fix or a heavy fix, but either way, it needed to be done. And I wanted to show you one thing too. We're also going to get the oil changed. First time in a year. We've done about 5,000 miles in the year that we've had the car, and that includes, again, sitting on the sidelines for 6 months. But take a look at this oil. Check the oil here. Now, oh yeah, we'll see about the struts. They worked the other day. Oh, this is a pain. Look at how clean that oil is for 5,000 miles. Not bad at all. Not black. So, but still changing it just because it's been a year. It needs to be changed. So, thing today, oil change, and we'll see about the brakes. There's Amy with the car. Hopefully she stops in time. All right, come and take a look at the new brakes. Can you notice anything different? Look down.
Look down?
Yes, do you see anything?
Do I see anything down here?
It looks different?
Oh!
That's right.
Purple.
No, that's for the air. That's not, I did that. That was like $5. This is the new rotor.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at the pretty color.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right, get this bill. And let's get inside the car where it's warm. We can talk about our new brakes.
Okay.
There's your bill. Our bill. Turned out to be a lot more than just an oil change, didn't it?
It sure did.
All right, can you read off the damage, please?
With my trusty glasses.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go for
yes,
us.
Yes. Okay, much better. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't have to get into too many of the details of what you got.
But we had to do a brake flush service.
Which was how much?
That was $134.56.
All right, so that's about $100 US.
Yep.
Yep.
And then a lube oil filter.
Yeah. So that was the oil change. Yep.
Yeah, and that was $113.25.
Okay, it's about $80.
Then replace the tail light bulbs.
Yay! What I'm wondering is whether or not we won't have that tail lamp failure anymore when it gets dark.
Oh, that
we'll
could be.
We'll find out. All right.
So we had to do that, and that was $39.15.
Yeah, right. That's well worth it.
Yeah. And then the rear front brakes and rotors.
Right. So the story was he called me up and said, hey, I took it for a ride. This is a mechanic. I took it to the mechanic, said, definitely an oil change, and the brakes seem to be squishy. Take it for a ride. Right. And he came back and said, hey, it wasn't that bad, but I took a look at the back brakes, and they're at less than 20%. So suddenly we had the back brakes, and that was the rotors and the pads.
Okay, rear brakes and rotors.
Yeah, and the total on that was
and pads. Yeah.
$550, so about $450 US, right? That's parts and labor. All
yeah.
right. So he fixes the brakes, the back brakes, takes it for a test drive, and this time goes a little bit faster. And he notices there's that warping that we felt before.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, well, the back brakes aren't doing that. So he takes a look at the front brakes a little bit more, because the first test drive had only been at like 30 miles an hour. And that's when we get part 2. So you tell us about that, Bill.
So in addition to our bill, the front brakes and rotors as well. So that's what that sound was. And that was for everything $450 for the front.
So total front new as well. So it was front and back. So in the end, the total bill is
$1,422.31.
Right. So I just checked. It's about $1,100.
$1,100 US.
Right? Yeah. $1,000 or so. All right. So what? Right before Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Lesson learned. I looked at the old rotors, and he figured they were not the original, but 10 years old about, and that would probably be about 150,000 miles. So they were all done. And who knows if the backs were ever done.
Yeah.
Cost a lot more. What are your thoughts? I mean, This was going to be our cheap winter car, and now suddenly it's not so cheap.
Well, yeah, it's, you know, we only paid
$3,000. Well, we paid $2,200 US for it.
for this car.
3.5 years ago. So, in a way, it's not that bad. But, you know, we were going to get the rest done.
Yeah, we were going to get the rest done, but I think the brakes are more important than fixing the rest right now. I mean, we still should do the rest, but maybe after Christmas.
It's your Christmas present. All right. I think I finally solved it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it. All right. What should people do to help us out in paying this $1,000 brake bill?
Yes.
But wait a second. You did drive it. You know, before we even get to that.
Oh, yeah. So I did drive it back from
the
shop, and I noticed a huge difference. It is night and day compared to what it was before. So, I mean, it's definitely worth it. We have to get the brakes done on this car, and you know, I don't see like selling this car and buying another one. I really love this car, and I think it'll last a good, you know, maybe even another 5 years for our family. And you know, we've started off this channel with wanting to hit 500,000 kilometers, and we're at almost 460,000 kilometers. So we
or
have
284,000 miles.
Yeah, so we have to keep this car going until then.
Even if it bankrupts us.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, we can make $1 or $2 off YouTube while paying thousands to keep the car running. That's the kind of economic sense that we have. All right, what should people do?
Please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.